Today we're going to look at two suggestibility tests. First, the rubber band test, and then after we'll look at the heavy arm, light arm test. Suggestibility tests give you a good indication to what degree you're suggestible and how easy it is for you to be hypnotized. All you have to do is want it to happen, and you can make it happen very easily. The better your focus, imagination and concentration, the better outcomes you'll have from these suggestibility tests. And the more suggestible you are, the easier you are to hypnotize, and the easier you are to hypnotize, the better results you'll get from hypnosis. So get ready now, we'll try the first test. We're going to do the rubber band test. So what I'd like you to do is put your hands together, interlace your fingers, lift up your thumbs, keeping your hands tight together. Just tighten them a bit more now, and that's good. I want you to straighten out your index fingers, making your hand into a gun. In a moment I'm going to ask you to spread your two index fingers apart, just about an inch. And you're going to notice that as soon as you spread them apart, you're going to want to come back together and touch. So get ready now, and just spread them fingers apart. And notice the way they just come back closer and closer together. That's it, closer and closer together. Just to make it easier for those people who might be fighting it, imagine now I'm just tying a little elastic band around your fingers and I'm pulling it tighter and tighter together. And there's nothing you can do about it, absolutely nothing. You can try as hard as you want, but those fingers will come closer and closer and closer and eventually touch. Let's try that once more for those people who said, maybe I didn't do it quite right. So some of you might actually find that you won't even be able to pull your fingers apart, or they feel sticky, or they just don't want to move. And that's okay. That just means you're very suggestible. For those who want to try it again, okay, get ready. Interlace your fingers, make your hands really tight together, lift up your two thumbs, stick out your two index fingers, make it into a gun. Now squeeze your hand tight together. That's it. Now extend your two index fingers and notice them as they just come closer and closer together. The harder you try to hold them out there, the closer and closer they come. And that's good. You can stop trying now, loosen out your hands and just leave them down by your side. Excellent. You can now all see how your imagination can cause a physical reaction in your body. The next test we're going to do is the heavy arm, light arm test. So maybe you want to stand up for this test, or if you're sitting down, just come a bit away from your PC so you don't knock it over. Put your arms straight out in front of you, the palms of your hands facing the floor. Now turn your left hand over so its palm is facing the ceiling. I want you to close your right hand into a fist. Go ahead and take a long deep breath. Fill up those lungs. Let your eyes close normally and naturally and let that breath go. One more time. Take a big deep breath in. Hold it to the mental count of 4 and let that breath go. From this point on, imagine and pretend that everything I say is true. In your left hand, I want you to imagine I'm stacking a block on your hand. Feel the weight of that block in your hand. Just notice the strain it's putting on your arm as it goes from your hand up your forearm into your shoulder, and you can feel it starting to strain and get heavier and heavier. While in your right arm, in the fist, you're holding onto a big helium balloon, a huge helium balloon, and it's just starting to pull your arm up into the sky. Just starting to pull it, raise it higher, higher and higher. Now we'll go back over and we'll start adding a few blocks to your other hand. And we put another block on, and another block on, and another block on. All of a sudden your arm is feeling so heavy. You can feel the strain on your arm, all the way from the tips of your fingers, through your forearm, into your bicep and tricep, all the way into the shoulder. Just notice, feel, concentrate on the weight. Now we'll go back over to your right arm and we'll add a few more balloons into your hand. Just add a few more big helium balloons into your hand and notice the way your hand just starts drifting up higher and higher into the sky. And that's it. What I'd like you to do now is keep your hands exactly where they are and open your eyes. And just look at where your hands are. Some people's hands may not have moved at all, and that's okay. It just means you weren't focused or concentrating enough, or that the imagination isn't quite sparked. but we can always improve on this, and they do get easier as you do them. Other people's hands, one may have moved up or down slightly, but not to a major degree, where other people would have been a hand touching the ceiling and the other one on the floor. And that just means you are very suggestible and you are a great candidate for hypnosis. So if there is something you would like to do under hypnosis, leave a comment below and I'll put up a video